We're going to put these nozzles to the test until one emerges as the world's best hose nozzle. And yeah, I may have found a crazy alternative to expensive pressure washers. The first up is the Fireman's 5 pattern. It sells on Amazon for 35 bucks and it has a 4.5 star rating. It filled a 5-gallon bucket in 58 seconds. A garden hose with no nozzle is 57 seconds, so 58 is very impressive here. Next came the sidewalk clean, which is basically just me spreading around a set amount of dirt like Mary Lemieux with a hockey stick. The fireman cleaned it up in 1 minute and 2 seconds, which was a very competitive time. Now for the jet distance, this thing only shot the water 40 feet. Putting all those scores together, the fireman's nozzle lands in a solid 3rd place. Next up, we've got the Rain Point. This sells for $26 on Amazon and has a 4.6 star rating. This is also my wife's favorite nozzle. For the bucket fill, it took 1 minute and 20 seconds. The sidewalk clean, 1 minute and 20 seconds. The jet distance was 47 feet. And why is this important? Maybe you've got an angry deer in your backyard with big horns and you want to send him a little warning shot. And if you pull up short, the deer is just going to look at you and laugh in your face. He's not going to respect you. Now, for the Rain Point, if we tabulate all the scores, that was good enough for 5th place. Next up is the DeWalt with this interesting handle on the top. It's 26 bucks on Amazon and has a 4.6 star rating. The bucket fill is an impressive 58 seconds. The sidewalk clean, 1 minute 39. The jet distance, 47 feet. Add those all up and the DeWalt finishes in 4th place. Next up is the Gilmore Girl 4-pack on Amazon, $22, making this the cheapest nozzle in the test. And it has an impressive 4.7 star rating. For the bucket fill, it's 1 minute 25. Sidewalk clean is the fastest of all of the nozzles at 1 minute. The jet distance falls short at 42 feet. That number combined with the slow bucket fill drops this down to 6th place. Next, we've got the $22 fan hoe and it has an Amazon star rating of 4.4. For the bucket fill, it is 1 minute and 15 seconds. The sidewalk clean, 1 minute 16. The jet distance was the best of all the nozzles at 49 feet. You put all of the scores together and the fan hoe finishes in 2nd place. Next up, we've got the $21 Eden, a 4.5 star on Amazon. It filled the bucket in 1 minute and 32 seconds. It cleaned the sidewalk in 1 minute 43. The jet distance was 47 feet. You tabulate all those scores together and this thing finished dead last in 7th place. And the old MaxFlow Brassy with a 4.6 star review. This baby filled the bucket in 1 minute and 4 seconds. It cleaned the sidewalk in an impressive 1 minute and 6 seconds. And the jet distance was 47 feet. This was near the top in all 3 of the tests, making it the winner of the Functional Power Maximum Flow category. Now let's move on to the spray settings. The more useful the nozzle spray patterns are, the higher the score. Let's start with the DeWalt. It has 7 different spray settings and a really good variety of patterns. The biggest downside, nothing is labeled. This is a little game of peekaboo and you might actually get shot in the face. It also doesn't have a miss setting. I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10 and that is good enough for 3rd place. Next, the Fireman nozzle. This one's pretty basic. You've got a powerful jet, a nice high flow setting that's great for filling buckets. And you can get a wider spray, but it's still pretty aggressive and it's not the best for watering plants. I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 10 and that's good enough for 5th place. Next, we've got the basic Gilmore, and there's not much to this gun. You can modulate the handle to get a few different types of spray, and you can adjust this back screw, but it really isn't capable of much nuance. This is a 2.5 out of 10, and it finished dead last in 7th place. We've got the MaxFlow Brassy, the winner of the power category. This has a nice powerful jet, and it has lots of flow for cleaning, but it's tough to get a gentle spray out of it. You can see here that with just a quarter turn, the spray changes drastically, so it is very difficult to dial in the setting that you want. And the one thing that I really hate here is if you screw this all the way, this tip shoots off and the water goes everywhere and it's total carnage. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10, putting it into 6th place. Next, we've got the Fano. It has a similar screw design, but it's actually much more adjustable. You can dial in a really nice range of spray patterns, pretty fine spray, a great jet, and a great max flow setting. And unlike the Brassy, if you unscrew this all the way, it does not fall off. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10, putting it into 4th place. The Eden has 6 clearly labeled spray settings. It has the best mist mode of the entire test. It has an excellent shower setting and really satisfying positive clicks as you engage the different modes. This is a fantastic nozzle. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, good enough for 2nd place. Which leaves the rain point. It has 8 different settings, a great rain mode, very nice mist. But what really puts this over the top is the bubble infusion mode. You can water your plants, soaking up that soil without wrecking all of the leaves. I'm going to give this a 9.5, which is good enough for 1st place. If you want to check out any of these nozzles, I will put the Amazon links down in the description. If you're watching on TV, I will throw up a QR code. Now we're going to look at 3 things: the comfort in the hand, effort to operate, and the locking mechanism. First up is the Fano. This thing is sleek and smooth. It has a proper feel. The more I use it, the more I like it. For the trigger, it was middle of the pack at 1,054 grams to squeeze the trigger. The locking mechanism isn't my favorite, but it is very easy to unlock, which is nice. I'm going to give this 7.5 out of 10, putting it into 4th place. Now we've got the Gilmore. The ridges on this thing remind me of sleeping on a hide-a-bed. Halfway through the day, you've got those bar indents still on your back. Doesn't feel good. The trigger was the hardest to squeeze of all of them at 1,353 grams. And the locking mechanism, this is a wet t-shirt contest waiting to happen. It's hard to get this thing disengaged. I'm going to give this 3.5 out of 10, and that is last place. The DeWalt, it has the best grip of the bunch. To operate, it's a top lever. It does take 2 hands to turn on and off. The locking mechanism, water's on, stays on, turn it off, pull it back. I'm going to give this 8 out of 10, good enough for a solid 3rd place. Now we've got the Max Flow Brassy. The comfort, it's a little small for my hand and the edges are pretty rough. To operate it, very simple to just twist this thing open. Locking mechanism, you just turn this thing on and it stays on. It is not always obvious which way you need to spin it to turn it off though. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10, good enough for 6th place. Then we've got the Eden. It has a decent rubberized grip. It's the easiest trigger to depress of the bunch at 896 grams. But the thing that I hate here is the locking mechanism. It's pretty easy to accidentally lock this thing and it's not super intuitive to unlock it. And just check out this little plasticky piece here. I can't imagine that this is not going to break off. I give the Eden a 7.5 out of 10. That puts it into 5th place. The Fireman's, this is one of the nicest rubbery feeling things that I've ever felt. For the locking mechanism, once you turn it on, it stays on. And the nice thing here is it shuts off in either direction. I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10, putting it into 2nd place. The Rain Point, grip is awesome, smooth, one-handed thumb control. Lock it on, lock it off. This is the first perfect 10 out of 10 and it wins the category. Now before we get to the extreme durability test where some crazy things take place, let me tell you about this guy. This is supposed to replace expensive pressure washers. I tested it out and this thing is pathetic. The jet stream is actually weaker than every single spray nozzle that I tested. And if you look at how it compares to an actual electric pressure washer on this siding, I mean, come on. If you run across this on Amazon, do not buy it. Let's move on to the durability and crown a winner. There's nothing worse than a hose nozzle that crumbles at the first sign of danger. First up is the DeWalt. With the drop test, there's a little bit of scuffage. The most annoying thing is this washer on the bottom falls out. This is a real weak point. After the drive over, a little bit more scuffage. The hose connector, slightly ovalized, harder to get on, but it still went on. The front end is a little worse for wear, but I hooked it up to the hose and everything still works. I'm gonna give this 6 points, 5th place. Next is the Rain Point. It took a little damage on this front rubber piece during the drops. I was worried about it for the drive over. I thought for sure this piece was going to crack off and break, but it made it through it. There's a serious paint chip on the bottom here, but this thing connected beautifully and all of the functions worked. The rain point gets 7 points, putting it into 3rd place for durability. The Gilmore survived the drops, but the truck killed it. It cracked the handle here, and now this is so badly ovaled that it won't go onto a hose. 3 points, dead last. The MaxFlow Brassy did well. There's a little chip on the bottom here, and the drive over did cause a little bit of ovaling. It was harder to thread on, but the thing still works. 6.5 points, 4th place. The Eden survived the drops, but under the truck tire, that's not a good sound. This thing suffered some internal damage, and now it is just leaking all over the place. 4 points, 6th place. And we're down to the last two, the Fireman's and the fan hoe. The drops in the truck didn't do anything to these nozzles. Minor scuffage. Very impressive. 9.5 points, tie for 1st place. So if we look at the overall test results, there is a clear hierarchy. In 3rd place is the Fireman's nozzle. In 2nd place is the fan hoe. This thing is bulletproof and it's gonna be my permanent camping nozzle. But the winner of the test, and in my opinion, the best hose nozzle in the world, is the Rain Point. This thing is rock solid. But if you think you know of a nozzle that's better, drop it down in the comments. I'll check it out. Maybe it will make it into the next test. And if you wanna see the handiest things that you can put onto your drill, go ahead and check out this video right over here. Very nice. The Eden oh my God, it's full of water. Every nozzle gets dropped. Oh my.
Son of a biscuit.